to breathe. Without breath, there's no life. Get out and breathe in the morning. Exhale all the bad, hot heat out of your damn lungs. Live. Be the bad motherfucker you are. Let's get that day. Let's get that work. Woo! What is up, my friends? Good morning. It is an absolutely, look, watch. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful Wednesday morning. Here in Arkansas, it's Enchilada Day. If you love the enchiladas, if you love Mexican food, even if you don't, especially if you don't, go find some enchiladas. Go find a place that sells enchiladas today and enjoy them. Preferably with a stranger. Ain't nothing like it. Having a meal with somebody that you've never met before, getting to know them, it's interesting. Different perspectives. Oh man. Like, you may not agree with me that Donald Trump is an excellent president. Because he's been doing great. Now let's see how he reacts to Kim Jong-un. Seems like he's just going to keep on keeping on. From what I hear, they're trying to say that they're going to pull out because of their still doing military exercises. Well, at the beginning, if you'll remember, he said, yeah, we understand that you're going to continue to do everything, including military exercises. That was specifically named in what they agreed to up front. So, yeah, he's just playing his shit. We'll see how that goes. It's all in how Donnie reacts. You know, the Donald is a little, morning, Kenny. Morning, Kendall Wright. Corey Dietz. Speaking of Corey Dietz and Patrick Beam, morning radio guys here in Little Rock, Arkansas. You can listen to them on iHeartRadio or www.edgelittlerock.com. And they are Edge Little Rock on iHeartRadio too. You can catch podcasts. They have their podcast every day, their show. You can listen to it anytime you want. But Friday the 25th, I will be on air filling in for Mr. Patrick, who's going on vacation. From 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. And I hope you'll listen. I hope you'll enjoy. Usually it's not as good as their normal show, but still, sometimes we hit it. Sometimes we have good shows. Most of the time, actually, we have really good shows. So I sure hope you enjoy your day. But I digress. Back to Mr. Trump. Oh, good morning, son. Donald Trump, see, he's got North Korea down. Right now, it's coming out that Barack Obama was reading parts of the dossier and Donald Trump's normal stuff in his morning briefings. Like intel on Donald Trump. Apparently, they had someone in the campaign and they were trying to force the narrative that there is Russian collusion. They had someone in there trying to set it up all along. And that's why this all is going on. This is their backup plan. So, it's all fixing to come out. This is why the DOJ won't release the documents that they're talking about, unredacted. They won't even unredact them for people who have the ultimate clearance, even more clearance than them. So, and they're holding them. They won't give it to them. So, this is, all shit's fixing to hit the fan. The swamp, the actual swamp that everybody's talking about, not people who are like spending too much money on this or spending a little bit of money on that, because they can't take that shit home with them. That's part of their office. That's part of, that goes into the National Archive when the government buys something. So Ben Carson wouldn't have taken a dining room set home with him, because if he could, then the other dining room set that was where he wanted to put a dining room set, you gotta wonder where that went, if that is true. Yeah, there's a lot of things that the left is pointing out as corruption that's not the corruption that Donald Trump was elected to take care of. The corruption that he was elected to take care of was the deep state. People that would spy on each other, use the FBI to take care of their political operatives, lie to the American people and say that the reason why a group of people died that they were supposed to protect wasn't because they just didn't get up when the phone call came and take care of business like their job. They just slept in, take care of it in the morning. What's 12 hours, right? You see, the corruption is in the higher end of the government. The higher ups in the FBI, the higher ups in the CIA, the higher ups in the DOJ, even people like Rosenstein. And I'm sure now Jeff Sessions has found out, and none of them want to admit how bad things actually are. And if they were true American patriots, they would take up the gauntlet. They would look and they would go, oh shit, I know these people, they're my friends, but damn, they are corrupt. If John McCain was the patriot everyone is saying he is, why hasn't he called out this shit? John McCain is part of the fucking swamp. I am sorry. I don't want to see the man die, especially a horrible death of cancer. I don't appreciate that he was tortured. I don't think those things were good, any of the things that are bad about him. But I don't think that gives him a pass to be a fucking jackass. I don't think that gives him a pass to just act any way he wants, just because liberals like it. Let me tell you, if liberals like it, generally these days, it's a fucked up situation. Donald Trump is kicking ass. We'll see what happens with Iran, because that Iran situation, that's fixing to hit. That's fixing to get better. Jerusalem, putting our capital in Jerusalem. Now there's another place that has Guatemala, I think, and it's just going to keep going. It's going to El Salvador, maybe. I don't know. It's one of them places. It's a smaller country anyway, but I can tell you, it's more and more and more and more. It's just going to happen. And Palestine, the Palestinians need to realize that they have access to everywhere they want to go, and the reason why it's not unfettered access is because there are other Palestinians who are bombing the hell out of them, and they're chanting death to Israel and death to America. They're being egged on by terrorists and people. I had someone tell me, all that Hamas thing, that's bullshit. Why are 10 of the people who were killed Hamas agents? Why are, when you look at these people who were killed, they're terrorists? They're not just normal people. And I'm fairly certain that The children that were killed were not taken out by sniper fire. It's not like Israel was dropping mortars on them. Someone is trying to set your shit on fire, set your home on fire, flying a kite with a Molotov cocktail on it over someone's house is the same thing as standing in front of it and throwing it through the window. Yeah, I would shoot the motherfucker. You can't expect Israel to not do anything. And when you ask these people, what would you do? They ignore that. Oh, I just wouldn't kill 2,000 people or whatever, 50 people and wound 2,000. Them Israelis didn't even get hurt. Well, of course they didn't. They're trained not to. It is horrible that people are dying, yes. Loss of life sucks fucking ass. It does not matter the inequality of the weapons. I would still shoot someone who was walking at me with a club. Do you understand? I'm not going to just go, okay, come on. No, I'm going to kill them because they are coming at me with the intent of killing me, regardless of what weapon I'm holding or they're holding. These people have no reason. And you hear this, the media's, they're doing nothing but ignoring facts and saying that the facts they're stating are more factual than the facts that they're ignoring. If you're not hearing anything about all this stuff to do with Russia collusion, which there was none, and it's been proven. It's been proven there was no collusion. Regardless of if you want to say, like these Democrat asshats in the Intel Committee, oh, no, we need to follow this, we need to follow that. Mueller's following all that shit. But it's looking like Mueller is discrediting himself quite a bit. Much of the investigation has been tainted and discredited already. It's time to put up or shut up. It's time to get it over with. And let America move on. Let this country move on. Let our president lead. Because he is a great leader. He's given some of the best speeches, some of the most historic speeches I've ever heard, and I like speeches. Especially the grandiose historic ones. People say he's an anti-Semite, yet he's done so much for Israel. And you could go back to when he was on the campaign trail, the speech that he gave to Israel at that big AIPAC conference, the Israeli conference. Listen to his, if you want to listen to a speech, listen to his speech in front of Congress. It was amazing. Donald Trump is a badass. The sooner you come around to it, the better. Let's see. Can I get you a better look at it? There you go. I want you to know that I love you and I care about you and I'm thinking about you and I'm praying for you, and that if you think positive and you ignore negative, if you act positively and proactively, you can accomplish anything today, because you're a bad motherfucker. You are the motherfucking badass who's going to accomplish the goals that you need accomplished, because you can't rely on anyone else. It is up to you. So be the bad motherfucker you gotta be. Man up. Girl up. Do what you gotta do. Woman up. And be a bad motherfucker. I love you. I'm praying for you. Hope you're praying for me, because I need it. Have a good one.
Lil Doggy!